very sleepy this morning.
Alrighty.
I'm not sleepy. I'm just cleaning and my mic is muted. I'm
Oh,
very ready
okay.
though.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
not sleepy, but I'm tired. I tried mowing our backyard before this session.
My
We got
sleep
about
schedule-
70% done.
My knee-jerk reaction was to be like, how are you mowing your lawn in the rain? And then my brain caught up and it's like, we're not in the same place.
No.
Yeah. Unlike the snap scene in the Avengers, not everybody in the world is experiencing the exact same time of day and weather at the exact same time. So, biggest plot hole ever. So, it's all good. It's all good. I'm over it, I think. I only think about it like 4 or 5 times a day. So.
Reality stone. Boom.
Oh, right. Yeah. Reality Stone does whatever they want. Okay. Wow. So last week things were going pretty good. Fantasy shopping, where all dreams come true. Got a deal for you. Time to head to the boat. Get out of here. As you were getting ready to leave the city, you did encounter some individuals from Jenna's past, question mark, possibly some other people's past. They presented an ultimatum to Jenna that she needed to get her affairs in order and prepare to return home to Thay. You guys, I guess, convinced them that you needed a couple of days. They agreed, but you got the feeling that these are not very nice people and not very good people. So, I think we left off with you guys returning to your ship and then deciding what to do next.
Well, with their return, I did want to try and procure the non-detection spell in Waterdeep before I left. I'd be willing to pay exuberant amounts if I had to.
If it's not listed in any of the shops as an available scroll, you would have to place an order for it, which would take time.
Yeah, and I'll place an order for it, and I'd be willing to expedite it.
Expedite it. Okay, hold on a sec. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's only a 3rd level spell. It's a pretty popular one, especially for people living in the city. Hence the reason that it's kind of unavailable. But essentially, asking around, you could probably get one within a few hours if you're willing to pay 1,000 gold.
Yeah, I'm willing to pay that.
Okay. All right. While you wait for that scroll to be delivered, there is the reappearance of an old ally. So let me get that underway. This cutie right here is waiting for you by the docks, by your ship, when you finally return, in the guise of an adorable parrot. He kind of perches on some crates and barrels near the ship, and as you approach, kind of squawks out at you, "Hey, Jim!"
I'm not sure if you were squawking or breaking up.
It's like dry throat squawking. I mean, he has his own parrot, so it's kind of new to this.
did he say? I didn't. I meant
Oh
to
no,
say,
he just
like, I
said
didn't
no.
hear
He
what you
just said hey. Yeah, he just said hey Jenna, and just sort of did the whole like side shuffle bird thing, like back and forth, like a typewriter. That's me, Mario.
Mario? I knew you
Yeah.
wouldn't be gone for long.
Took me a while to catch up with you. Had some business I had to. Had some business I had to take care of.
I inside him when he said, try and see what kind of business nature.
Sure. He's an imp. He's got proficiency deception.
I nat one, so.
Okay. Yeah, it must have been some pretty important business, or some bullshit business, because this guy's just a plebe. He's just a grunt. What kind of business could he get up to? CR 1/8. Come on, it's a joke.
Well, I'm glad you got it all taken care of. Are you ready to set for the sales? Set for the scenes?
Yeah, that offer's still good. I'm ready for it.
We must be careful about how we can't let the crew know right away that you're
Right.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking is, first of all, you want to try this familiar thing out, and if you do, you're gonna have to get rid of that stork or whatever it is. So
I mean,
honestly, it's bad luck for a young lady to have a stork for familiar. It raises your fertility rate. You don't want no babies messing up your career.
no,
Yeah.
definitely not. No. Well, I mean, you could go invisible and have hands, so I bet you'd be a lot more useful to me.
Yeah, I mean, we could go about it
bird.
2 ways. I mean, you could dismiss him, or I could just eat him, consume his essence, become more powerful.
Yeah, you could go ahead and eat him. I'll pull Wally out of his Pokeball.
Okay. Wally looks at you. His years of service, of pooping on everything that you asked him to poop on. Of all the times he performed clutch maneuvers that saved the day, or created openings that allowed hits to go through that never would have penetrated the enemy's defenses. He looks over at the parrot, and his eyes narrow. Pokemon music starts playing. People nearby gather to watch the bird and the stork battle it out. Some look around nervously, wondering if the Sword Coast chicken will show up. Fortunately, it does not. But in the end, the parrot is successful, and you see it open its mouth and just begin to swallow like a fucking pelican. The stork's quickly dissipating body. You see it turning back into the ectoplasm of the spirit world, and the parrot just hungrily kind of it all down. As it does, Wallace is no more. His spirit shattered, and you are now bound master to familiar with the one known as Mario, not to be confused with his rival Luigi, who's in a different campaign. So, yeah. If you see
is Luigi in Saltmarsh Moon.
So if you see Luigi the Closet anywhere, know that there will be an epic Ken versus Ryu style super fight that busts. Yeah. All right.
We'll keep our eyes out for him.
Okay. Shouldn't be a problem. He's on another plane of existence, so I mean, these guys get around. All right. Yeah. So there's a message. Wallace has left the party. And then immediately another message, Mario has joined the party.
Dope.
Okay. He also informs you, get out of here, Wally, you're done. He also informs you that, yeah, there were some people looking for you down in, Daggerford. Some red wizards.
They were asking for me.
They were asking about you, which seemed kind of weird to me. But like the red wizards, they usually go in for demons, not devils. They don't like anybody that can outthink them.
Well, we'll probably encounter them again soon. Hopefully not, though.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, Jenna just kind of looks at everyone. You guys ready to get out of this city?
Did Wally just die?
Yup.
Wally was a servant. He did his time, and he did it well. But yes, he's no more.
Now,
Okay.
anyone with training in Arcana knows that a 5th edition familiar is a spiritual manifestation of a spellcaster's will, grabbing magical essence from other planes of existence and coalescing it into a physical construct, etc., etc. Technically, the soul that powers a familiar is just a small portion of the soul of the spellcaster. So, as much fun as it is to play the game of like, oh, the poor familiar, you do terrible things to it. I mean, if anything, it's just like the spellcaster's baby. So, like, it's just they're sending their baby off to die in a horrible trap, or their baby off to stall. Like an on.
Better how?
Well, I'm gonna lean on their body, their choice. So,
Yes.
what they do with the manifestation of their own will is their own business? Question mark? I don't know. I guess it doesn't make it any easier, but just so you know, there was no Wally until Jenna made a Wally, if that makes any sense.
No, it makes no sense whatsoever, Crash.
I'm assuming that as far as Groot is concerned, he just watched Jenna feed her very real and friendly birdie to a demon.
Yeah, that's what I just saw. That's what you I just saw. No, I don't like the parrot. The parrot may have to die if it ever came down to it.
Well, this is becoming a familiar is always a step up for like an imp or quasit, because they essentially get their immortality ability like even stronger. Because as a familiar, if they die, they go back to hell, but they're protected by the contract they've entered with the wizard, so they can't be like beat up and forced to do stuff by other fiends. They basically wait around for their boss to call them back. Whereas normally, if they went back to hell or a hell-like place, then they would be subject to, being bossed around by other people. So,
Garuda, that imp has a taste for birds.
I mean, everything in this campaign kind of has a taste for birds.
Literally everything we've fought.
Honestly, I feel like anything that is a predator has a taste for birds.
There has to be a balancing factor for innate flight, and that is being delicious. So,
They'll come after
Look,
you.
if we ever see any worms, dude, we'll take them out just for you, dude.
What? Can we just go? We'll leave this town.
all right. So, you guys gonna, I guess, set sail? Where to, Captain, at this point?
Well, so.
And also, how hands-on do you guys want to stay? Because you have an autonomous ship that you own now, so none of you have to do any sort of skill checks or do anything to like steer the ship, because you hired people to do that shit. So do you want to? Are you like
No.
Are you like those rich folk who show up and they're like,
All right,
you're like, hold on, I'll cook the dinner tonight. And you push like the 5-star chef out of the way, and you're like, where are the knives at? I've got this. Ha ha ha! Let's cook some dinner. Like, is that? No. Okay. So you let them do their job. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
I mean,
So that
Gross
being said, I
doesn't know what-
believe you had placed. Correct me if I'm wrong. You had placed Bloody Bjorn as pseudo captain while you were away. Is that the?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So do you? I mean, he's a smart enough dwarf to kind of be like, before you got on the ship, he got everybody together, and he's like, you see that crazy skinny bitch, blah 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 blah. Everybody calls her captain. Do you understand? Nobody calls me captain. That's the captain. I don't want anybody calling me. Who's the captain? That lady. That's right. I'm not the captain. So when you got on the ship, everybody was like lined up. They're all like, saluting. It's like real awkward. and they're all just like, "Hey, Captain Jenna," and they kind of all look at once to Bloody Bjorn, and he just kind of gives a slow nod. And then he turns to you and is like, "Where to, Captain?"
I believe to the lighthouse.
All right. Any stops on the way?
Is it possible to? I guess I would say this quietly to Jenna, not so that Bloodborne can hear it, but is it possible to stop in Saltmarsh so I can take care of that bit of business so that we don't have time?
I do need to speak with Lady Primewater. We'll be stopping, and I'll look at Bloody Bjorn. I'll be like, "We'll be stopping first at Saltmarsh."
As you say.
And I'm gonna look around and say, quickly, no shore leave. We're in and out.
All right. I'll be managing the expectations of the crew then. All right. We're underway. And with that, and the delivery of your rush order scroll, that someone basically got like a sending from local broker that was like, "I got somebody that's willing to pay 1,000 dragons if you've got a non-detection scroll just laying around somewhere." Was pretty much how it went, and you know, people are like, "Shit, I'll just scribe another one." Okay, sure, yeah, there you go. Easy money. In a smaller city, probably wouldn't have happened. But in Waterdeep, sure, absolutely. All right. You guys head out.
I'm gonna be like immediately like to my cabin, scribing non-detection into my spellbook,
Okay.
and as soon as, well, I guess I couldn't cast it until the next day.
As you guys are sailing away from the port, you do see that there are a couple of groups of individuals, like smallish groups, that some of them look, one of the groups looks pretty nondescript, just like average basic bitch NPCs, you know, that would hang out at the port. One of the groups looks like a small group of orphans who will someday become edgelord hexblade rogues. And one looks like an old lady, just kind of like feeding pigeons. But it's one of those creepy, they're all watching your ship set sail situations. And you notice that even the pigeons that the old lady was feeding are watching your ship set sail.
Great.
At that, Davian's going to go down to the galley to where the cooks are, and he's not going to shove the chef out of the way or anything like that. But he is going to try and find 3 dirty rags.
Okay.
And he's just going to wear those rags on his belt.
Because you're going to start a flag football league, or like, what is the? All right, is this a surprise? All right, it's a surprise. Okay. All right. People watch you. They shrug. I mean, you know,
like he just tucks them into his belt so that they're hanging off his belt. But yeah. Touch football league is actually a very apt description of it, sort of. Yeah.
I mean, from what they understand, you hang out with an incredibly delicious sharpshooter who sticks stuff in his ear holes all the time. So, like, this might be just like some practice you picked up from him.
That reminds me, I'm gonna grab a couple of clean rags because Gruda, I think, has been using the same ones.
Yeah, he gonna get an ear infection.
Yeah.
Well, the
And if he's attached,
come on.
Actually, you know what? No, he's probably attached to those ones because those are the ones that Alvis gave him. I'm just going to maybe Dawn dish detergent those things so that they're clean. Just so that, yeah, because I think he's got an emotional attachment to those particular.
The dirt is the magic.
That's true. That's true. I wouldn't want to give you just normal rags instead of the magic ones you have, so I'll just clean those ones for you. I'll just tell him I'm touching up the magic because Albus and I know the same spells.
Okay.
All right. So, you set sail. Time passes. Hours kind of tick by. Feels good, I guess, to be back out on the open sea. You notice that other ships give your ship a wide berth. The only ship that doesn't is a ship of comparable size to you, that is sort of passing you on its way to Waterdeep. Do you wish to attack said ship, or do you let them go?
I think we're trying to get out of here.
Okay, fair enough. All right. On that case, let me double check the weather real quick. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right. As you guys are kind of heading into the evening hours, a mist begins to settle over the sea. The sailors that you employ, begin talking about a really heavy rainfall that will be happening starting this evening and then carrying over the next couple of days. Some of them argue possibly half a week of rain.
I love that even our DM is trying to keep up appearances with describing our crew.
Yeah, no, these are honest sailors that would be shocked by all the cannons that you have purchased and outfitted your ship with. All right. So Jenna is cloistered away in her cabin, furiously scribing away at this new scroll that she has procured. The hours are ticking by. The rest of you, do you have anything that you would be doing on the ship? Reconnecting with old crew, meeting new crew, or just making preparations for your arrival in Saltmarsh?
I assume I'd have been decked by Willie immediately.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So
now we're just like playing fetch a lot.
anybody that you don't see on the map that you have the ability to pull onto the map, you are more than welcome to do so. You should be able to access all areas of the map without any issues. So
Davey will try and make time with one of these pretty new crew ladies, but if she's not into it, the one he's standing next to, but if she's not into it, he ain't gonna push the issue. He's not that kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean, Bloody Bjorn, he keeps it's a pretty strict ship, you know, like, you got a high charisma, good persuasion. She's certainly interested, but not while she's working. But, you know, there's, at night, the night crew essentially takes over, and she was more than willing to indulge some rum rations with you while hearing of your adventures, etc., etc. So,
Krish, can you illuminate the other parts of the ship for us to see it without our token being there?
Yeah.
Levels?
Hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could do that. Hold on. I could have
I
sworn you guys
sneakily dragged my mini out and I found this level.
Oh, yeah. I thought you guys could see everything. Hold on. All right. Okay. Oh, so this whole time you guys could only see the ocean part. My bad.
Yeah,
All right.
and the top.
All right.
I mean, your words painted a picture, though.
Oh, did
So I felt like
my words were like, this is a big ship, It's big. Yeah,
I
those are
believe at
kinda my
one point
words.
you used the word festooned with cannons,
Oh, okay. That
and
sounds pretty
that's
good.
this cannon deck is exactly like I pictured it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking cannons. Is another way to put it. So. All right. I was waiting forever to discover this map. So this was made in Dungeon Draft by somebody on Reddit who
So cool.
I gave Reddit gold to because I was waiting so long for someone to make a big map. So all right. So now you should be able to see all the parts of the ship. There we go. Does that work?
Yep. It's so
All
cool.
right. All right, cool. All right, and you guys can move yourselves wherever you would be, etc., because maybe like 6 hours underway. You hear a lot of screaming. Those of you trained in Arcana, you sense a disturbance in the weave, essentially. But mostly you just hear like a lot of screaming, and you hear fires, and you hear cries for help in various parts of the ship. So, yeah, wherever you think you would be 6 hours into the thing, you can go ahead and move your miniature there. What's up?
Where's my room at?
That's a very good question. It is wherever you put your little bird token and then claim this is my room. That's the first come first serve. That's the rule of pirates. It's awkward, right? Because like you guys are the owners of the ship, and you know when you're on the ship, everybody has to pretend that you're like the actual crew of the ship and the officers and everything. So like they tried their best to like get their stuff out of these nice rooms, but obviously if you're not there, they're totally going to be using your rooms when you're not there, because they're fucking pirates. Yeah, but whatever rooms you have, those are the rooms that they make sure are ready for you when you come.
I'm on top deck, but I'm just planting my token on my bed to claim my room.
Oh, fair enough. You can plant multiple tokens. Just drag more of yourself out there. All right.
I mean, is that a crack because Xavier spends more time playing with himself? Is that what we're getting at here? Come on.
No.
Jeez.
Absolutely
He feels
not.
attacked.
You are attacked. Like in the game, you are literally being attacked. So, there are a lot of scary monsters that have shown up. I will tell you that you have a full crew on this big ship. Cinematically, you do not need to fight all of these monsters. And cinematically, we will not be rolling any of these monsters into initiative except the monsters that you engage with, if you follow me. They just simply represent action that's happening in the background while you are fighting. So, all right, hold on just a sec.
Oh man, being topside was probably not. I'm looking at this thing over here in the aft of the ship, and it's like.
All right.
Whoo.
Also important, who speaks Abyssal, if anyone? Anyone? Going once, going twice for Abyssal.
Let me check Mario, maybe? Mario?
Damien does not.
Mario, show me Abyss. Infernal, of course. No, yeah, no.
Okay. All right, so the screaming, the alarms are being rung, people are running around, guns are being fired. You hear the gibbering of hungry, evil things. The creatures that have appeared as though stepping through one world into the next, like magic. There are these little guys. They basically look like, I don't know, I guess Pac-Man? No, that's pretty insulting to Pac-Man. They kind of look like Pac-Man if he was designed by Cthulhu. Yeah, it's like a giant maw with like 3 tripod legs and 3 long grabby arms and 3 bulbous eyeballs.
Or what
The
the kids
creature's
call weak spots.
Yeah. The creature is dominated by a massive gaping maw, and it seems to be using that maw to eat everything it can get a hold of. Uh, Larger than those creatures are some disturbing looking vulture men. These vulture men have a similar anatomy to Garuda in that they have the whole angel wings with functional arms situation, but they also sort of look like those bird dudes from the Dark Crystal. Yeah. So they're like kind of hunched over with these like fanning vulture wings, long vulture neck and beak. And they definitely seem to be capable fighters and maybe possessed of a little bit of magic as well. And finally, up top, causing absolute panic and destruction, is a huge simian humanoid with massive bat wings and long bull-like horns. In one hand, it has a mighty axe that crackles with lightning, and in the other, a tremendous whip of living fire. Those of you with training in Arcana, you can do a real quick Arcana check to see if you recall from your studies what these rather basic demons are.
You know what? The fact that I'm not trained in Arcana is why Davian is pointing that one out as his target and not jumping overboard.
Fair enough. Jenna, you know that this is a maw demon. Relatively weak, but dangerous in great numbers, and very dangerous against basic bitch NPCs. Because every time they kill, they get to take another turn, essentially. So that's pretty bad. These are Vrox, which, because of some laws that were passed in Hell, I guess, are not nearly as dangerous as they have been in the past. Like the rank of Vrock has definitely diminished over the centuries, but they are still a formidable opponent, capable of confusion attacks and all manner of violence. And the one that really gets you worried, based on the descriptions you hear from crew who has kind of kicked open the door to your cabin to tell you all the shit that's going on. Your cabin, of course, being literally right next to right next to the creature. That is, unless something's going on here, that is a Baylor, which is one of the strongest demons. Of the more common, well-documented varieties. Of course, there's infinite demons because the abyss is infinite, et cetera, et cetera. But Baylor are incredibly powerful.
Do I know
You
any
realize,
like features?
Well, demons in general, which are textbook often called Tanari. If you're getting nerdy about it, they generally have resistance to cold, lightning, non-magical weapons. Normally, they have immunity to fire and poison. Magic resistance, like nobody's business. Um, Now, the Baylor being stronger than the rest, it is not a basic bitch Baylor is not in and of itself a legendary creature. So it doesn't have legendary actions and doesn't have legendary resistances. This does make it very easy for high-level wizrobes to basically force them into service. Because without legendary resistance, eventually you are going to fail saves. You are going to be kind of forced into magical servitude. That being said, these things are not lacking in any areas. Their worst stat would be a dexterity, coming in at 15. They're fast, they're beefy, they're armored. They have an aura of fire around them. And they could summon more demons to their service if needed. But beyond that, they're not like spellcasters. I mean, they have the ability to teleport at will. but they don't go in for spellcasting. They just go in for physical violence.
Okay.
Honestly, all 3 of the demons that were summoned are mostly just the like shock troop, kill you variety. Which is definitely the style of the Red Wizards of Thay, because they do like to avoid anything they feel could weasel its way out of a contract. So they definitely do prefer, as Mario said, demons to the devils. This definitely reeks with the timing of essentially your people or your former people lashing out in frustration.
Figured.
Yeah. All right. So I'll kick off some music. And we'll go ahead and roll some initiatives here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll each group of monsters into initiative, but once you engage one group, all the others will be ignored. Your success or failure essentially will determine the fate of the entire ship. So
Oh,
keeps things, yeah.
there's a lot of groups.
Yeah, it keeps things simple that way. Now, I will point out that the Baylor is right by Jenna, so, I mean, you know, you can fight any group you want, I guess, but I know which
Jenna there.
group is going to go after Jenna.
Isn't Jenna in her room?
Yeah.
So
I
they're
thought
gonna
Baylor
come
on the
in,
podcast.
and
Right
instead
there.
of
It's
knocking
literally
on the
right there.
door, they're just gonna kick it in.
Yeah, this is not
Oh, that's the door to your room. Ah ha ha ha. Okay,
it.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it. I was planning on
Run, motherfucker.
I was planning on rushing him anyway, so
Oh, hype.
know.
Okay. Aw, he's got such a tiny aura. It's so cute. Okay. I'm sorry. When I was a kid,
I can feel rich now that we're all laughing at his tiny aura.
I'm just saying, like, 5e, like, demons and devils, like, the stuff I had to fight as a kid versus the way they are now. I don't know. I just...
You feel like we're having it easy?
Yeah.
I just feel
like we're not pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps.
It's fun. It's fun. They're easier to run. For sure.
This is my first experience with the Baylor in 5e, and all I know is that when you plop that guy down, my experience is from 3rd. I was like, oh, cool, TPK.
Oh,
This is
no.
where we end.
You guys are 9th level heroes. You should be able to handle this.
At this point, I think the only reason we're gonna have a TPK is if we make stupid mistakes.
Yeah. Also, it lost initiative hard. Look at that. It got a 2. So.
Okay, somehow I beat it. I can't even believe it. I got a 3.
All right. So Pietro, you're on the other side of the ship. A rock has kind of appeared. We'll just move it here, right next to you, along with a bunch of maw demons. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to bonus action rage,
Okay.
and let's see. I'm just gonna go for the rock, because he's the biggest baddest guy right there. So I'm going to rage, bonus action rage, and then attack him twice.
Okay.
So let's start off with these. Oh shit.
All right, you go to swing on it, and with all the confusion and chaos that's going on, the ship kind of lurches in the waves, and there is a sudden off-balance moment during that time. Let's see if anything terrible happens. Scimitar is a slashy weapon. All right,
Yeah.
as you go to attack the creature, one of the maw demons jumps up, grabs a hold of your pack. If you're not wearing your pack, it would be, say, your belt pouch or something. Rips it open, spilling its contents all over the deck. All right, keep going.
And I should have called reckless. Never mind. And then I'll follow up with 9 life stealer.
Okay.
And then I'll use a let's use a superiority dice. So,
Pietro usually carries a lot of stuff on him, so I think this might represent everything that was in one of your belt pouches. Yeah. All right. So there we go.
That much stuff?
I care. If you look at my character sheet, it's well organized but long.
Mine is too.
That's what she
So
said.
long.
That's what she said.
So long.
Well
All right.
organized but long.
All right, does a 17 hit?
Does a 17 hit? Absolutely. Yep.
All right.
All right.
That's all I've got.
Okay, so 17 for 9 points of damage. You slash across the Varrock. It bleeds. It bleeds. Hideous, poisonous blood that kind of dribbles everywhere. Its body crackles with lightning, and its eyes narrow in hatred. Okay, let's see. That brings us to squad number 19. Is there anyone nearby that squad number 19 would be involved with?
Is it my squad?
No, squad number 19 is attacking Dart Swindler Lewis and his kitchen staff.
No.
Well, I'm sure Dart is just looking at this as an opportunity, like, oh, great thing.
So the maw demons are really excited because of all the places to get summoned into. I mean, a fucking kitchen pantry? Hell yeah. So they're having a great time down there. Afra, to you.
Alright, I'm gonna see Pietro starting to attack the big thing. So I'm gonna run up to the little thing and attack it. So I'm gonna bonus action cast Shadow Blade. And then I'm gonna stab it. All right, 15.
Most certainly hits.
And I need my sneak. There it
has-
is, sneak. Ooh,
Holy shit.
yeah.
Okay. That'll do it. You kill it.
Okay, awesome.
Good job.
And then I'm gonna yell at Willie. Get behind me and be ready to run.
Alright. He lets out honks of affirmation and readies to get the hell out of there. Alright. Anything else from Afra?
That is it.
Okay, Garuda, to you.
Okay. Where is this room at exactly? If I run out, where I'll be running to?
Whose room? Jenna's room? Or
No,
just...
mine. So I put myself down here inside this room.
Oh, okay. Where would that be? Yeah, hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna clone you. Leave that down there, and then we'll take your initiative version. You would be... oh, man. Come on, Roll20. You could do this. Oh, wow. It's doing that thing where you try to mouse left and it mouses right. So awesome. You would be right about here. So the door that you're trying to get to, Garuda, would be right there.
Okay.
You see how that matches up with where you are?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. So here's like the ass of the ship. That's what it's called, I think, is the ass. Yeah. So Jenna is in the room above you,
Yeah.
right? So that's where Jenna is, and then you're here, and then the Baylor is here.
Duh. Neat.
Does that make more sense?
Yep.
Well,
Neat.
actually, I'm incorrect. The Baylor is right above your deck, so you would come out of the doors, and the Baylor would be right up there.
You do that thing where you burst out of the doors flying backwards, just like
Hype.
John Woo style.
Yeah, can I do that? How much movement would it
There's
take?
blasting. Dogs fly out. with him as well.
Oh yeah, he just keeps doves in his bag of holding for such an occasion. That's a magic item that they need. They need that for sure. Let's see. From where you are, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movement, maybe 7 movement to get outside. So that 7 movement would take you to here. So 35 feet of movement would take you to here.
Yeah, that'll work. Thank you, Crash.
Okay. All right. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I'll move right there.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you. And
Yep.
So now I'm just surrounded by a lot of.
You're a level below.
Yeah, I'm a level below him
Actually,
technically, right? So can I move it up?
You get the feeling that this creature's melee range is significant.
Okay. YOLO, I guess.
Okay. Like, you get the feeling as soon as you walk out the door that you are in melee range with this creature. Even though it is 10 feet above you? Yeah, 10 feet above you.
Can I see it through the door?
Yeah, you should be able to, as you kind of peek out the door, you would look up and be able to see it, yeah.
Okay, I'll just shoot pop shots at it then.
Oh, damn. Okay. Both of those are gonna hit.
Oh, damn!
Nice. All right, you have gained its attention. Let's see what the critical has to say.
Auto kill.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's check.
That'd be the highest way to end this. You blow his fucking head off.
Oh, it's a good one though. Let's see. Piercing, quadruple damage as you bust its split lip. It has a 75% chance of failing to cast spells with verbal components. Okay, well, it doesn't cast spells, but you get to roll damage 2 more times, so 2d10 more damage. All right, very good.
Okay.
Anything else from Garuda?
I will close the door back and step back aside like I was never there, if I can. And
Unfortunately, the 5e action economy, you use your item interaction to, bust the door open, or push the door open, so you kind of back away, but, all right. Fair enough. Anything else? That would be it, yeah?
Yeah, I'm done. Thank you.
Okay. Let's see, that brings us to Team 16. Alright, Team 16, are you doing anything interesting? Let's see. Oh, you are. You are fighting Pietro and Afra. Okay. So, Pietro, this little critter runs up, and it's just going to use the help action on you. So this guy right here can attack with advantage. Let's see. Well, that's actually pretty high. Okay. Yeah, all right. It'll still use the help action, but this one will run up and take advantage of it. The little maw demon. Here we go. So this is with advantage. 23 for 7.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. This little guy right here will attack. 19 for 15.
So, yeah, the 19 just hit.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll just take both of those hits.
Okay, your hit points are higher than 7, though, right? I'm just
Yes,
seeing
they
set.
are.
Okay.
I was amidst editing things and then.
Okay.
I think instead of subtracting 7, he just says
Okay, got it.
I'm scared when I scroll my map.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I don't remember there being a fight during fantasy shopping. Oh my god. Okay. All right, the Vrock is going to let out a stunning screech. Each creature within 20 feet of it that can hear it that isn't a demon must do a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of the Vrock's next turn. All right, so that would be Willie, Afra, random pirates that are running around.
Damn it.
All right. And that is the action economy of Squad 16. Willie, Willie made the save. All right. What's Willie gonna do? Drag Afra away?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
He's
So
gonna
action to grab her.
Yep.
Yep.
And then we're gonna move. We're not gonna move far away, but we're gonna move a little bit away so that she can take a breath and recover.
Sure. All right. Let's see. Squad 14. Are you near any PCs? Are any PCs messing with you? Let's see. Nope. You're just wrecking havoc below deck. Again, there is crew everywhere. I just don't have them on the map because I learned my lesson running an opera house where we had like 200 something miniatures running around. And
Holy shit!
Yeah, I was really excited about that particular adventure, so I filled the opera house with actual characters. They were all running around, and yeah, it was a mess.
Still in shackles?
Yeah.
I have a quick question because I'm trying to be better and remember that Shadowblade is a concentration spell. Would being hit by the stunning streak end my concentration?
Technically a stun. I want to say.
You can hold.
Yeah, you can hold it through a stun. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. That guy went. These guys up on the ship. Yeah, they just start wrecking stuff. Bloody Bjorn would probably be over by the wheel because he's the one you guys put. There we go. But yeah, this is just to start messing people up. They're running around. They're killing. It's a whole thing. All right. This cute girl that you were flirting with, this little monster runs up to attack her. And misses terribly. All right. Let's see. Out of curiosity. Let's see. Natural attack. Swap places with the target. Make a dexterity saving throw. If you fail, you fall prone. Well, they're not very well built, so... but it does make the dexterity save. Okay. So as it goes to grab her, she just sort of leaps over it, like a very acrobatic bullfighter, and lands where it was, and it comes up short, starts eating the deck where she was. It looks up, its acidic maw like slavering, and two of its eyes look at her, and one of its eyes looks at you, Davian. And it's Davian's turn.
Alright. I am going to... I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself at 15th level. Or 15th level.
Holy shit!
Level.
Whoa!
Don't even think.
We're getting all kinds of prizes today. I got hit by some
Okay.
demons, and I dropped to 7 hit points. And
I'm so sorry.
They're ready to book about you for sure, dude.
I'm so sorry, Crash.
No one here is tired. No one here is tired. Everyone's doing great.
I accidentally revealed that Davian is a deity.
I don't even think that in any edition had 15th level magic. That's incredible. All right, so you cast it at 3rd level, gaining 15 temp HP.
that's yeah.
And
That's
then
what I was going for. I'm going to kind of wink at the lass for her amazing maneuver, and I'm going to provoke an attack of opportunity because I am striding away from this mob.
Okay, let's see if you could handle it. Oh wow, 20 for 11.
I'll reaction shield that.
Okay.
It's like almost dismissively, like wave my hand to knock that away, and just taking the slot off. Okay, and then I'm going to continue striding forward to. Oh man, Roll20 is a bit laggy. Yeah, 2, 3.
Well, it's a big map and there's a lot of minis on there. So yeah. And there's dynamic lighting.
Oh, he's lucky. Bitch is lucky. Okay. Well, I might as well move a little. I'll dash, I guess, and move a bit closer. And I'm gonna scream out. Oh, that's right, I did. I'm going to yell out, "Protect the captain!"
All right. Anything else from Davian?
Nope. That's
all right.
That's it.
As a full action economy. Okay. Number 9. Where are you guys at? Number 9. Oh, okay. Yeah, number 9 is in the barracks, just killing slash fighting your night crew. You can't see them because they're. Oh no, sorry. This is your galley. I guess there wouldn't really be too many people in here, so they're just in here wrecking shit. All right, Mario.
Mario is going to. Well, first, this is really important. Is my door open or closed?
I would assume that somebody ran in to tell you what was going on. You saw the Baylor behind them, and then the person slammed the door shut.
Okay. Yeah, then Mario's gonna go invisible, and he's gonna take a greater healing potion from Jenna. And,
I feel like that would be a good job for Toothpick Tate. He seems like he's kind of a professional brown noser. So here's Toothpick Tate. All right. All right. So Mario goes. Jenna goes.
Oh, I'm next. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast mirror image.
Okay.
And wait to head outside because there's a Baylor.
Yeah. Fair. Fair. All right. Teams 2 and 2. I guess we'll call this one 2.1, just so that they don't feel like they're infringing on each other's coolness. All right. So these guys just start wrecking the gun deck, just smashing and destroying. So you remember, Jenna, when you were younger and you snuck out to go on a date, even though your father had forbid it, and he sent demons to kill your date and bring you back home. This is a lot like that, but maybe a little bit more. So, all right. That will be the Baylor's turn. All right. Yeah. Whose dad hasn't sent demons to retrieve them from a date? I mean, honestly. I feel like a lot of dads, if they could, would, which is kind of scary. All right. At the start of each of the Baylor's turn, each creature within 5 feet of it takes 3d6 fire damage, and flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried ignite. A creature that touches the Baylor or hits it, etc., etc., etc. Okay. Okay. So, Raoul Scurvy Ramsey, you've been a good member of the crew, buddy. But you are now dealing with some fire issues. All right. So he is bloodied as he kind of is consumed by hellfire. He's not dead, which is nice. This lady, same deal. It's bloodied, but not dead.
Don't you mean medium rare?
Oh. These little guys, they're okay with it. They are going to fan out from his position and start engaging people. This one's going to run downstairs and engage Garuda. Let's see. These will engage these guys. She's way up high, so I guess I should mark that real quick. Man, like 80 feet? Holy shit. Okay. Alright, these guys more than likely are going to finish off Raoul, so we'll just get him out of the way real quick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, sorry, buddy. He's done skis. This will start eating his body. Jenna, you hear two of the creatures begin pounding on the door, trying to get in. Toothpick Tate is trying to hold his own. I'm gonna have them make 2 checks. Try to smash down the door. Alright, they are not able to get through. Alrighty. Let's see. Garuda, one of them comes scampering down to get you. 9 does not hit.
Nope.
Alright. Currently engaged with all these guys. The Baylor calls out in Abyssal, which none of you speak, and then telepathically it says, I am here only for the one who calls herself Jenna the Generous. Give her up to me, and some of you may live.
Deal! I'm so joking. So joking.
Alright, the creature does not know a lot about ships, so, it doesn't know that, where the captain would be hanging out, so it just sees like a target-rich environment. But it does know that Garuda hurt it really bad. So it is going to punch a hole with its axe. I'm just going to say it does, because it's got a 26 strength, and it's a fucking Baylor. It's going to punch a hole in the ceiling where you are, Garuda.
Oof.
And then with its whip, it is going to try and whip you.
Fun.
There's a 33 hit.
33 will hit. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw.
No, I'm very good at my strength.
Oof. You try your best, but the Baylor, with its whip, pulls the whip back, pulls you through the hole it punched in the ceiling, and you are now right there adjacent with it. Alright, and then you take the 13 slashing and 13 fire damage. And that's all it does. I mean, that's it. That's
That's a lot, though.
I know. I know. It's just
Weird question. Did I ever give us like
Yeah.
the routing speech this morning or no?
I don't remember her saying she did. Yeah.
I think it would have been too much of a surprise.
All right. That brings us to Pietro, top of the round. You would definitely see across the ship this crazy shit that just went down. The hole being punched in the roof, Sweet Boy being pulled out, the fire making him smell like a delicious Chick-fil-A chicken tender. All right, so what would you do?
I'm going to deal with the enemies on hand.
Okay.
I'm going to recklessly attack the rock.
Okay.
So, let's start off with the scimitar.
Oh, yes, definitely hits.
And then I got to do my Divine Fury, so that's D6 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 max damage.
All right. You could also do a global modifier for that one, too.
I forgot to click it.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, if you didn't have one
You
already.
can click the modifier itself to make it work.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so 19 points of damage. Very nice. Doesn't like radiant damage.
And then I will attack it with my offhand weapon. Wait, I did that wrong, didn't I?
It's all good. I mean, you hit it, so 17 hits.
Well, no, I was playing too much D&D, I guess. I was gonna do my attacks and then action surge.
Oh, okay. Well, we
you
can still
do
count
that.
this. Yeah, we can still count this as your second swing if you wanted to.
Okay, we'll do
Yeah.
that.
Okay. All right, and then you're gonna action surge.
Yep.
Okay, you can still do an offhand attack when you action surge, so you would get 5 attacks total.
Okay.
Yeah, because the
Alright, so
bonus
that'll
action is outside of the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so there's your third attack of 5, also a hit. The creature is bloodied.
And then that was the offhand, so that one more.
And since this is reckless, a 26 does hit. All right, the creature is staggering under the flurry of blade strikes that have hit it. It is bloodied, bleeding poisonous blood from multiple wounds. It looks at you with just unabashed hatred, but maybe a little respect, because violence.
And then I'm gonna Starlight, get the fuck off my ship.
All right. The creature hisses / caws at you in like a weird garbled combination. 19 is down, doing some shit, messing some shit up. Afra, you are stunned.
I am.
But oh wait, no, you're only stunned till the end of the Vrock's turn, so you'd be able to go now.
Oh, okay.
No, wait, sorry. That Vrock hasn't come up yet. My bad.
Yeah,
Sorry to get your hopes up. Yeah. So you're stunned. Garuda, you're up.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm restrained.
You're not restrained, actually. The whip just pulls you close.
Oh, can I disengage and fly away?
Yeah, if you'd like to.
Yeah, please. I would like to disengage and fly as far away as I can from this thing.
Okay.
How high is this?
The new and improved crow's nest is 80 feet up.
Oh, bet. Yeah, so I would like to fly up there.
Okay.
And second or action surge to make sure I'm up there. And then I'm gonna start blasting this dude. So I'm gonna get it.
If you disengaged and action surge and moved, you wouldn't have anything left with your turn except the bonus action.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I must have fucked up. Got you then.
I mean, you could still fly up.
Yeah.
And then action surge attack. But
Yeah, you could fly. Yeah, you could fly 50 feet away, then turn around, action surge, and shoot at him if you wanted to. But if you wanted to make it all the way to the crow's nest, you'd have to forego the attack and still burn your.
Yeah. I think getting away from this thing is more important. Yeah, I'm gonna stay up here for a round. Then,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Theodosa, your longtime rival, she tries to wave you off, like screaming at you. Don't be bringing that thing up here! Are you fucking crazy? All right. That brings us to 16. 16 is... okay. I'm going to name this one so that we'll call it the Pietro. There we go. All right. So the Pietro Vrock is not going to get off your ship. In fact, most, demons have a, obsessive defiant disorder. So they just have to do it now that you told it to leave, it's never going to leave.
Should ask it to stay for tea.
Yeah. All right. This creature is going to. Yeah, it's just going to attack. It will attack with its beak and its talons. This little guy will use the. Oh, sorry. This little guy will use the assist action. So its first attack.
They would have had advantage anyway. So.
Well, I already committed to it. They're demons. They're sloppy. Here we go. Here's the talon.
All right.
And here's the beak. So a 20 for 18 and a 24 for 9.
Okay. Both of those will hit. Can I use? Nope, that's only one. But I'm going to use my parry to reduce the damage on the talon strike.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. That's the superiority dice plus my dexterity, so D8 plus 3.
Okay, the remaining 2 maw.
Wow, 4.
All right, the remaining 2 maw demons will try to bite you. 1 and 2. Don't
Miss.
think either of those hits.
Miss.
All right. Team Pietro's over. Willie. Afra is back to herself. She's no longer stunned. For real this time.
Willie is gonna continue dragging me away because he knows that I want to get to the thing. Alright, let's see. We can go here. Okay, we'll go there, and then I will allow myself to be dragged. And that is the end of his turn.
All right. That brings us to, I think all these other guys are below deck. Nope, 13 is above deck. All right, so yeah, since nobody's currently engaged with this this one, it's just going to keep wrecking NPCs. It uses some crazy move where it like raises its wings and just like starts dancing. Just starts fucking like gyrating its hips and like really like getting down like bachelorette party style. And as it does, you see a 15-foot radius of toxic spores flutter out from its wings, poisoning all the peeps around it, etc., etc. All right. Let's see. That being said, there's a good thing about having NPCs, Willie and Afra, is that they could take hits for you. So handsome Aaron, he calls back, look out, Lady Afra, and he kind of places himself in the way as this maw demon comes barreling into him. It hits him, and he is bloodied. All right. Whoever that handsome kid is, he's about to get bit. On top of being poisoned, he's in a bad way. All right, nums. All right, so that's what that team is. Well, we'll see if somebody's love interest is in trouble, because I mean that's important. She is protected by Timora herself. Oh my god! Wow. All right, let's see what she does to it this time. All right, as the thing jumps at her to attack, she just kicks it, like right, like under in its undercarriage, and you see all 3 of its eyes kind of like touch each other, like just the tips, and then it sort of like sticks like 3 tongues out of its mouth, like. It will not be adding its proficiency bonus to its attacks for the next 3 rounds. Okay. Wow. Yeah, Davian, you kind of take a glance over your shoulder and see that happen. And you're like, I don't know what you're like, but I'm like, holy shit. Swoon. All right. Fair enough. That brings us to Davian.
I don't know. I feel like maybe Afra and David should be fighting over her. That's a problem right there.
I don't know who you are, random pirate, but you're gonna be somebody after this fight. That's for sure. All right.
You're gonna roll a nat 20 on her next round because you said that. You know that, right? Okay.
Unless you go back and save her.
So, Davian, no, I have Jenna to save. Okay.
Oh man. All right.
So Davian's gonna rush forward, and recognizing that this crewman up ahead of him is one of the ones that Alvis wrote about in his missives, and is not just some random dude, but a guy that Alvis liked. Davian is going to bonus action, Hexblade Curse the Baylor.
Oh, okay.
So when I get to him next round, and I think I can do my 5e shuffle to get to here. So I'm sorry, my lag is causing me to jump around. And I am going to try and cut down this maw this round because freaking Baylor is too far away. And so I'm going to use the Sunblade for the attack. And this will be a...
Wow.
This is just great. So I'm gonna, because I have to, I'm going to use a level 1 spell slot to Divine Smite this thing, and I'm going to use a Psychic Blades, and I'm flanking it, so sneak attack.
This is on which one? This little guy? This little guy? The big guy?
No, this one here. This guy here, fighting the crewman.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it explodes. It just explodes into particles of light. Yeah, it just doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't go back to hell. It's just removed from existence.
Vanquished, utterly and thoroughly.
Let's see. This is also a slashy weapon.
86. Nope, it's a Sunblade does radiant damage.
Oh,
So it's not
okay.
even slashing. It's just pure radiant damage. I mean,
So
some of the damage
it would have
is
been maximum damage.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, it was 86 before the max. Whatever
Yeah.
max is insane. Oh,
Literally,
why couldn't that be on the Baylor?
It would have been
Yeah, wow,
5
that's
feet
a...
crash. He didn't move. He had to move him away from me.
All
But
right.
I saved the crewman.
Yeah. Salty Pascal will remember this.
And you
All right.
wanted to play a cleric.
Anything else from Davian?
No, that's all his actions. But he, other than like just turning the Baylor and like doing.
Oh yeah, the
like,
Baylor definitely cocks like I smell what the rock is cooking like eyebrow after that move, and looking at your blade and looking at the smoldering, glowing like uranium ash that was the demon.
I'm envisioning a Peter and the Chicken kind of look.
Okay, it gives you a slight nod, like that was some violence for sure. All right, let's see. Squad number 9 is the one that is destroying the dining hall. That's fine. Let's see, Mario, to you.
Mario's gonna ready a dash.
Okay. All right, then Jenna.
And Jenna's just gonna go behind Toothpick Tate and tell him to open the door. And I'm gonna cast a spell outside of it.
All right, Toothpick Tate will open the door, which would be right here.
Do we have a 20-foot sphere I could use? I'm casting Synaptic Static, and I don't see a template.
I mean,
So I don't know
Fireball's a
which-
20-foot sphere.
Oh, it's Fireball? Okay, perfect. You're right there. Oh,
Okay.
wait. That hits... Well, Davian is a floor below, so, like, she's just casting it on the upper level, so I don't think it would hit him.
I mean, a sphere travels in all directions, up and down, unless it's a hemisphere. So keep that in mind.
It's okay.
So we'll do that.
Okay. All right.
Killing some crew, but, they were probably gonna die anyways.
All right. Post it up.
I'll add the description to it.
Okay. Intelligence saving throws. And creatures with intelligence score of 2 or lower cannot be affected. Bunch of psychic damage. After a failed save, their thoughts are muddled. It rolls a d6 and subtracts it from its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. They can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of their turns to end the effect. Cool. All right. Let's see that damage. If the damage is higher than 22, you instantly melt the brains
It was
of
28.
28. Okay, okay. I see it up there.
Yeah, I
so-
did it again, so the description.
So yeah,
was-
you just liquefy the brains of these 2 crew members completely.
That's fine.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're just, liquid brain comes out of their empty eye sockets and ears and nose, and they just fall to the ground dead. And I think there's one there too as well. She was already pretty beat up, so. All right. Let's see. Then we got 1, 2, 3 more demons. They do not have magic resistance because they are shitty little demons. So here we go. And they're just smart enough to be affected with their 5 intelligence. All right. Fail, and fail. 28 damage. Yeah, they all just sort of turn inside out and turn into piles of guts on the ground. All right, and then the big boy, he gets to do the saving throw with advantage because magic resistance. Here we go. But he flubs it. Only gets a 10. All right, I'll use the brain since it's synaptic doodads or whatever. He doesn't concentrate on spells, so that'll work fine. Okay.
But it gets a minus d6 to its attack rolls.
That's why I marked it so to remember.
Yep. Awesome.
All right. Anything else from Jenna? I think at this point the creature would have seen you and now been aware of you.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll just walk out.
Oh shit. Okay.
You'd be walking out into fire.
I'll just walk out.
Oh wow. All right.
Doesn't care.
I mean, there's 4 of you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just okay, yeah, you moved from new mini. Move my mini over. Yeah, I'm gonna just move right there.
Right.
Oh well, it's big, so I can stand under it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stand right there, and I'm gonna tell it to leave.
You bag it now. God.
Get the fuck off my ship.
All right, and you tell it to leave, huh? You hear it laughing both aloud with its voice and also telepathically in your mind. Just a deep, long chuckle. And then telepathically it says, "I expected nothing less from a Lothorn."
You chose the wrong Lothorn to serve. And that's my turn.
All right. Let's see. Those two are below decks, wrecking the gunship or the gun deck. All right. So the Baylor. Oh, his quarry is there. She is a dangerous wizrobe. Sees this guy who's fucking nuking people in one hit. Sees this guy up here. At the start of his turn, Jenna, you and this lady right here and the ship itself are going to take the 3d6 points of fire damage. So 10 points of fire damage. And at this point, fire will start. Not, terrible, because, I mean, Forgotten Realms, they treat their ships for fire and shit like that. But this is a Baylor standing on it, so it does sort of start to ignite. The Baylor is going to say, just to you, Jenna, "I have to take you alive. That's not something I excel at. Let me burn out my rage, and you tell me when you're ready to leave." And it's going to fly away from you.
Oh.
And it's going to fly up to the crow's nest.
Oh, fuck me.
Like fucking King Kong, it's gonna just like perch/hang onto it with its like legs, fan its wings to sort of stay up there, and it is going to attack Garuda. All right, these attacks do have a negative 1d6 to them. All right, Garuda, here is the lightning axe. A 29. Hold on, though. Sorry, a 25.
I'm gonna use the formidable armor to make it all the rolls a 1.
Okay, so that will drop the damage to 11 slashing and 3 lightning.
11 slashing.
All right.
Thank you.
And then it is going to use its whip.
Oh wow.
Oh shit. Okay. Let's see what happens.
He
Oh,
falls
thank
off
God.
the crow's nest. Falls off the crow's nest. Falls off the crow's nest.
Let's see. Okay. Weapon tangled, a 1d4 penalty to your next attack roll. Okay. That's not too bad. Alright. So, let's see. It's got to do a new int save. See if it can bust
I
out
don't-
of...
Oh yeah, it does get a save at the end. Okay.
Alright. With spell resistance, it
S.
does... Alright. Pietro.
Alright. Let's see. I'm going to bonus action second wind. D10 plus 1. Okay, that's good. So I will recover some hit points, and then I will continue assaulting the rock reckless. So,
Alright.
19,
That hits.
and then off anyway.
Alright.
Minus the radiant divine fury. Sorry.
Oh,
So
sure.
that's minus 6.
Oh, alright. It is still going then. Alright, anything else for Pietro?
That's it.
Okay. Let's see. 19's below Dex. Afra, to you.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of move around Willie since the thing jumped up there. Yeah, I'm gonna tell Willie to jump into the water where it's safe. On his turn, so
Alright.
this is what he'll do. And then I am going to shoot at the Baylor with my attacked weapon crossbow.
Okay. Hype.
Okay.
Yeah, you fire. It hits the scaly hide of the beast and just does nothing.
Okay. And then I'm gonna bonus action summon a tentacle to protect myself, kind of.
Gotcha,
These
gotcha.
little demons around me.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it right there. And we'll attack this one.
Okay.
We'll make it cold damage.
Alright.
No. Why I hit sneak. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong thing. There we go. Oh, it's a natural one. Okay.
Oof. Alright, let's see what happens.
Big nose, big nose, big nose.
Oh, I mean, it could be somewhat an ice elemental. That would make things exciting. Let's see. If this attack deals thunder damage, your voice is amplified 3 times its normal volume for 1d4 hours. So
It does not.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anything else from Afro? Otherwise, it is Garuda's turn.
That is it.
All right, Garuda, you are up. You are in the flaming aura of this very powerful demon.
Oh yeah. I'm going to disengage and fall off the watchtower.
Okay. You go plummeting down towards the ground. The Oh man. Sly Webb watches you go and just shakes her head at you. You bastard.
Oh wait, I forgot she was up here.
This
All
is
right.
awesome.
Should have killed him when you had a chance.
Oh man. All right. So
So
you allow yourself to fall 60 feet and then sort of catch yourself
Yeah.
basically with your
Yeah.
wings. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm going to bonus action, second win.
Okay.
That's just a D10 plus my fighter level. I don't know. Great. That'll be it. Can I move anywhere, or my movement gone with the fall?
I was just thinking about that because, like, quote unquote, fall damage, right, is outside of or falling is outside of your normal action economy. Blah 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 blah. So like, things could fall. It would also explain why like creatures are, dive bomb stuff. Because they're basically allowing themselves to fall to gain that extra speed, and then it's like more work to get away. Mechanically, I think it works out that technically, since you have a flight speed, you could fall, then catch yourself and start going. So yeah, you could start moving.
Thanks.
But keep in mind, the fall would be straight down. So you
Yeah.
can still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna move like over here, closer to Davian. Right here. Like, Davian, the thing's after me. It only wants me. Protect me.
I'll look at Garuda and like give him a determined nod, and I'll look back at the Baylor like, bring it, you bastard.
Okay. Team Pietro on its last few hit points. It is going to attack you. Let's see. It will bust out a beak and a talons. No longer does it have 2 pages of spells and abilities.
That misses.
All right. I have asked for a talons attack. Oh, there it is. Well, an 18 misses, right? Because your AC is 19.
Misses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
22
22 for 19 from its slashing talons.
And I will spend another superiority die to reaction parry.
Okay. The remaining 3 maw demons are going to bite. With a 20 for 17, a 22 for 11, and a 20 for 17. Holy shit.
Holy
Oh
shit,
my-
indeed.
You just got 8.
I'm going to have to do some math, so.
Yeah, it is a feeding frenzy over there. Willie, you see this happening. You look at Afra. You let out a honk of concern. But do you listen to your master and leap into the sea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boop, and he's gonna dodge.
All right. You are going to need to swim on your turn to keep up with the ship, because the ship has its sails down. It is moving, technically. I mean,
You can do
Roll20 doesn't support, animated maps yet. They say they do, but we know they really don't. Otherwise, you would see like ocean kind of moving beneath us as they continue to sail. All right, so he'll just keep swimming to keep up with the ship.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. All right, Team Afra is up. It will roll to see if it gets back its poison cloud. It does not. Yeah, I guess it's just gonna, start savaging people. So, as are these little demons. All right, bites Handsome Aaron. Handsome Aaron is down. It's gonna leap onto Handsome Aaron, start eating him. Misses on this pirate. All right, Lady Luck. Let's see what happens. Ooh. All right. That is gonna hit Lady Luck. She's gonna drop.
Oof.
Chomps.
But he doesn't get his proficiency bonus, so it's just.
Oh
15?
shit! Yeah, but it's still a 15 on a basic
okay.
fish pirate. Yeah. Sorry, sailor.
Okay.
All right. This creature is going to probably at this point just start wrecking. All right, here we go. So bop. Oh, okay. Yeah, so just runs its fist through this guy's chest, pulls out his heart, eats it. Lunges forward, chomps into this dude's shoulder. Dude screams in terror. He's bloodied. All right, Davian, to you.
Okay.
Jenna, as a free action, will call out, Davian, come to me. I'll take you to him.
Okay, yeah, with that, Davian will run up the steps towards Jenna.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna ready action, Sun Sword, stabby guy if he comes near me, or like
All right.
he's in range.
Mario's gonna take his dash action before.
Sure. Before his turn comes back up.
Can you pull him outside of the door?
Yeah. Hold on a sec. Oh, there he is. All right.
So he's flying. It was 10 feet to get out, so
right.
He'll get to right there. And then his turn will come up.
Okay.
And Garuda, you feel like invisible little monkey hands rip open your mouth and
Whoa.
pour a potion of greater healing into him. You've tasted this liquid before.
He's like feeding the little birdie with a little birdie bottle.
How much is it greater healing?
It should be built into the potion macro now. So
okay, yeah.
Just...
Oh, yeah,
yep.
That's perfect.
That feels like a pretty violent feeding. I kind of feel like he'd at least be like, "Hey, Garuda."
He's a devil. He would definitely not. They have a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
Like they have mandatory consent trainings in the Nine Hells, but it's it's a whole thing. So
afterwards he'd be like, "There's a reason they call me the violator."
All right, Jenna, to you. Yeah, you feel like you got ripped off on that healing potion because it must have been expired for sure. Okay.
I've had that one for a while, so it makes sense.
You had suspicions when it was in a Snapple bottle. But...
It said greater, I swear. Yeah.
Is there at least an interesting factoid underneath the
Yeah, the label kind of is blown away by the oncoming wind from the storm, and you just see Papaya Blast, like beneath. So yeah. All right.
Jenna's gonna grab onto Davian, and she's gonna dimension door the both of them up into the crow's nest. She's gonna place Davian right there.
Oh, hype as hell. Okay. All right, Davian, you are in range to make your attack.
All right, I will do so. And come on, roll 20 dice. Fuck me. I don't suppose I have advantage because he's not expecting me to pop out of nowhere.
Magical creature with 20 intelligence, centuries of experience. I would say he's probably okay with it. Guy can teleport at will and hangs out with people who teleport at will. All right. 14 does not get through his defenses.
All right. Yeah, and I have nothing to boost that. Desperately looking at my sheet. Nope. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna finish my turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna fall off of the crow's nest.
Oh, okay. Because you willingly fell, it does count. Does not gain you the benefit of forced movement, so he will make an attack against you as you go.
I'm gonna use my reaction.
Okay. Post it up for me.
Instinctive charm.
All right. It has to make a wisdom saving throw or target a different creature. Okay. Let's see. It's got to make a wisdom saving throw. This is with advantage. Here we go. 27.
Yeah, that
Oh my
hits.
god!
All right.
Can I sentinel that?
He did warn us this thing was a beast, so
No,
I
Yeah.
can't.
no,
I
it's
can't.
fine.
I can't sentinel it. Shit.
Okay, yeah, because you use your
Mike-
reaction to make your attack.
Yeah.
All right. This creature is okay with you falling to your death, because it knows that you won't die from falling. You're too tough. You're a whiz rope. You probably have, feather fall. But it will give you a nice hit with its lightning axe, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a d20 for mirror image. Wow, it hits me. Okay, that's not
All right,
lucky at all.
16 slashing and 18 lightning as it strikes right through the mirror image. If there were any kind of physics, it would definitely be like home run bat style. Like you would no longer be falling straight down. You would be kind of flying off in this general direction. But it's, I think he just hits you and sort of accelerates your travels towards the ground.
oh god.
Yeah, I'm
like a
super
Smash
bloody.
Bros. Just
Yeah. All right. That brings us to those guys are down below. That brings us to the Baylor's turn. The Baylor kind of fans its wings. Fire kind of erupts from its body. 3d6 fire damage to Davian and Theodosa Sly Webb. So 10 points. She is alive but bloodied. The hellfire does lap at the sails, which don't immediately all burst into flames, but you do see flames start to form on them as he continues to stay there. He is going to lightning axe Davian. Holy shit.
Looks like I'm making that cleric after all.
Shit. Okay.
Because you took that fire damage before too.
All right.
Yeah, I still have temporary hit points. So I don't know if he's immune to cold, but he's taking 15 cold damage for daring.
He is resistant to cold, so he will take half of that.
7.
All right. With that, he crumbles to ash now. Let's see. All right. I'm treating this as a weapon attack, not a magic attack, even though it deals magical damage. Oh shit. Okay. This is quadruple damage. If the damage you take is equal to or greater than half your maximum hit points, you are disemboweled.
I am disemboweled. The bit what we have on the screen is already more than half my.
Okay. Do you have any resistances to slashing or lightning that I need to know about?
No.
Okay. All right. Then it adds an additional.
Just roll the damage again on it, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Holy shit.
God.
What's that rule on auto death?
If the damage would take you to negative your max value, if a single instance of damage would take you to your negative max value, you are dead.
Okay, I don't think we're quite there yet, so I'm.
There is the whole disemboweled thing, which is pretty bad. Yeah. So essentially, he just, since it does lightning damage, he just sort of slices open and then just fries your guts. You guys watch as somebody opens a can of peanut brittle that was left in the crow's nest, but it was one of those fake peanut brittles where like a snake pops out, but the snake popping out is actually Davian's intestines, just sort of blah, like confetti streamers from his stomach.
I would be at negative 35.
Shit.
That was the thing.
Okay.
So not auto dead, but
all right. Jenna
curse is gone.
sends you a message via telepathy. He says, "Whenever you're ready, let me know." And then it starts wrapping the whip around Davian. Which is another critical hits, which would be 2 failed death saves. Shit.
Oh, that lucky bastard.
David, just to say thank you for protecting me.
Alright. Let's see. This is what? The whip does slashing fire, so split lip, make a constitution saving throw. You are unable to speak properly. Oh man, that sucks. It's gonna like wreck your beautiful mouth. Alright, yeah, give me a constitution save. Oof. Alright. You are going to have to get that fixed up somewhere because it will be a 25% chance to miscast spells with verbal components until you get your mouth and face healed up. Shit. Okay. That you are not technically dead or an object yet. So, you are unconscious though, so you do fail the save against the whip. You are already close to him, but he will pull you closer still so that you are out of the crow's nest and you begin falling, your guts trailing behind you towards the deck.
Jeez.
Pietro.
Hey, we should say this: when I die in style.
Holy shit. Alright, Pietro, you watch all of this happen out of the corner of your eye as you fend off this mob of demons.
Can I go into like a Hulk rage now?
I mean, yeah, I would say. I mean, you're already pretty bad. Let's see what you can do with this thing. The thing before you is on its last legs. The little creatures are whatevs.
I'm going to continue to recklessly attack. So, Siptar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck you, Brock.
It had 5 hit points. So tell us how it dies.
It's just an explode in a. Oh, and I gotta roll that into. It's gonna explode in a puff of feathers and gore and just splatter myself and everything around it in a sphere.
Right. There is a sickening explosion as you hit it, and spores and filthy feathers just kind of get caught in the breeze and blown away.
And then I'm going to attack this one. Also recklessly. So 14 damage on that.
Alright, yeah, that one is bloodied.
And then I'm going to follow up with my offhand attack.
Oh shit. I think you just stole that thing's life, right?
I did.
Like, alright, it does not get to go back to hell. You are the proud owner of the soul of a maw demon.
What do I do with it?
This is why we have to have educational classes at the demon shelter so that people understand this is a commitment that you're making, okay? This isn't a toy, all right?
No, it's a there's a DC to it.
Oh, okay, it gets to make a save. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I thought since it was oh yeah, it's okay. Here we go. Oh, apparently it says not today. It sensed that you were not ready for the responsibility of soul ownership, so it just goes. It goes back to the abyss. All right.
All right. Pietro's gonna snarl at the remaining to fuck off the sheep on your neck, and despite the fact that it may provoke some opportunity attacks, he is going to start running toward. He's going to start running aft because things are looking shittier and shittier.
Yeah.
So I move away, and that provokes 2 attacks of opportunity.
All right, here they go. 1 and 2.
Both
Miss. All right. God, the crits are insane today.
Riposte. Pedro?
What?
Riposte?
No, they missed me.
Oh, you saying did you want to riposte since they missed, or are you gonna conserve your dice for other stuff?
I'm gonna save my my one remaining superiority. I thought you were saying repose, as in like I hope that someone can gentle repose me.
Oh,
I have a new character.
I'm already making a cleric.
Okay, so I have a question, and the answer is going to depend on what I do. Would Willie have a relatively easy way to get on and off the ship that he is determined? Like, can he just climb up the side, or? However?
I mean, they have a little ledge for him because Bloody Bjorn's got a soft spot for animals. But because of Sahagins and things like that, they don't have the real world handy built-in handholds and all that old-timey ships in the real world had, because they want to make it as hard as possible for ship from the water to climb onto the ship. But there is like a little perch basically where he can go and sit.
Okay. But like
which doubles as a nice little fishing pier kind of deal.
So he couldn't really climb back on deck, so to speak.
He would need somebody to kind of like reel it back up, basically. Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case,
because given the size of the ship, that was one hell of a dive he did to get into the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then he's gonna just stay where he's at, and then I'm gonna run. I'm gonna bonus action dash, and then I'm gonna shoot the thing again, because that's really all I can do. 18?
18 against the Baylor?
Yeah.
It is just shy of the mark.
Okay. Yeah. That's all I got.
Okay. That brings us to Garuda. Garuda, you got allies 20 feet from slamming into the deck. Both Jenna and Davian are dramatically falling really slowly, because dramatically falling is cooler than just falling 500 feet.
Low. Okay, I'm going to fly over here.
Okay.
And then, I'm gonna use grit points to make every shot get advantage, and I'm gonna start blasting the Baylor, or whatever his name is. And all these will be with +1 bullets. So let's see what happens. So 21.
Yeah, 21 definitely hits. 25 hits. 17 does not hit.
Well, he had advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Because of your grit points?
Yep.
Alright, so all three of those are going to hit, one of them critically. So hold on a second. Alright, let's see what happens. This is going to be piercing damage. Right in the shoulder, maximum double damage. So let's see, that would be 2 extra. You rolled really high anyways. That'd be 2 extra, 1 extra. Okay, so 3 extra points of damage. Okay. All right. It is bloodied.
Yeah, that'd be Garuda's turn. As he looks at Jenna's falling and Davian body falling, he goes, "Afra, kick that thing's ass!" And he would continue to run backwards as he's been doing.
All right, Willie catches up with the ship and goes onto his little like fishing perch. Okay. Let's see. Team Afra is up. Let's see. Tries to get back its poison. It does not. It is going to just ravage the crew, because demons. Alright, so yeah, just mindless violence, and mindless violence. Alright, so just tearing people up. Just taking them out. Alright, over to Davian. You finish falling, you hit the deck, crack. That would be the third death save.
Yep.
Alright. That brings us to Mario.
Mario is gonna fly 35 feet to Jenna. Item interact, grab another greater healing potion from her bandolier, and then action dash away. And that's his turn.
Alright, Jenna, to you.
I'm gonna polymorph myself into a giant ape.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab onto the mast and catch myself like I'm landing on a tree, and then I'm gonna climb up and try and hit the payload.
Okay, you would fall at the beginning of your turn, though. Right? I mean, that's the
Okay,
falling stuff. Yeah.
Okay, I'll use my reaction to.
Okay.
I don't have it prepared. Yeah, I'll polymorph myself and then. Okay, so you're saying I'll fall.
Yeah, you're gonna fall.
Ape?
Yeah, as your turn comes up, you're gonna fall 60 feet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I can't teleport away or anything.
I mean, if you have a reaction-based one.
Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna fall and take the damage then.
Shit. Okay. This could be 8d6 points of fall damage. I kind of thought Garuda was gonna catch one of you guys, but all right. 33 points of damage as you hit the ground.
I am unconscious.
All right. The Baylor's turn. As its turn pops up, 3d6 fire damage. All right, that is enough. Sly Web is going to succumb to the fire. Creature will let out a mighty roar and beat its axe against the mast and scan for more targets. It sees Jenna kind of broken down on the ground there, and it kind of shakes its head and says something in Abyssal. It is going to fly down to here. All right. With one action. Oh yeah, that's right. It can't split its actions. I guess it will pick her up with its action, since it can't split. Monsters can't split multi-attack, so it will use its action to pick her up. So she is grappled. All right, that brings us to Pietro.
Let's see, gotta count this out. Should have read the rules on it. What are the rules on like jumping?
It uses your movement economy. But basically your strength and your height determine how high and how far you could jump. And if you try to push past that, you got to do athletics checks, basically.
Okay. So tell me if I can't do this, but what I'd like to try and do is run up to my maximum and then take a leap over the railing here, and with my scimitars spread out, skewer this little fuck right here.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Give me an athletics check. Yeah, that's a great athletics check. You leap and come down hard on it. We'll add a d6 to it, and a d. So 3 damage to you, and if you hit, you'll add 3 more damage to the first attack that hits it.
That's perfectly All right.
Okay.
Well, that be half because I'm raging.
Correct. You only take one. Yep.
All right. And then I will attack it recklessly. Well, I just called recklessly as I clicked.
Oh, that's fine.
So...
That hits. It is critically hits. You let's see what happens to it. Okay, maximum damage, and they have to make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of you.
Oh, and then of course I keep forgetting my divine fury. Gotta remember that. So
that's 12 from your radiant because it's a critical and it's maximized, and then 12 more is 24 plus your strength plus your rage. It dies. All right. Yeah, it just sort of screams and turns inside out and leaves behind a pile of guts. All right.
Well, that is all I can do.
Afra, to you. You've got an unconscious Jenna in the arms of this Baylor.
Okay, so what I'm gonna try and do is shuffle around and squat such that I can cast this just at Jenna. And try and blast her out of his hands.
Okay. You're gonna try and gust of wind it out of his hands. Fair enough. Let's see. So she would fail the strength saving throw automatically.
Yes.
So that would be a force move that would blow her out of his hands.
Yes.
All right. You send her flying out of its hands.
Oh dear.
All right, her body just sort of ragdolls, like Skyrim ragdolls, like across the deck, arms flailing. All right.
And let's see, to do that I had to drop my Shadow Blade, and I only have a bonus action left, so I'm gonna bonus action disengage. How about that?
Okay, sure.
And I'm gonna go hang out over here with Mario and Garuda.
All right. Yeah, he will not have the action economy since he is not a legendary creature to grab her and teleport away. So, Garuda, to you.
Finish him.
I mean, the damage that you drop, Garuda, could happen. All right, a 19 hits. His armor class is 19. All right, 16 does not hit.
Yep, 16 does not. Last one, this won't be advantage. This will be normal.
19 just hits.
Okay. And I'm gonna fly over Afro. Yeah, buddy. I believe in you. You got this.
Don't forget your height tokens.
Oh yeah, whatever height you're at. I mean, you realize that this creature's flight speed is at least 80 feet, Garuda.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like close to the ground, isn't it?
Yeah. I also, while I'm telling you to remember, I did not turn it off because it is on the deck right now. So there we go.
Okay, seeing Garuda's flying away,
Yeah.
Pietro can let out another snarl or roar. Bring him to me!
That's what I'm trying to do, buddy. Hey, Pietro, you like you're doing well over there. You see Damien? It's like a piñata.
All right.
That was rough.
He's not wrong.
Oh my God.
He's not wrong. He's an asshole, but he's not wrong.
All right, these pirates, they see Pietro fighting so hard. Here we go. 1, 2. As this Vrock comes towards you, it takes 4 points of damage. So that's a thing that happened. The other one misses terribly with some kind of whiff. I don't know. Let's see. Wild swing. He strikes himself with the foot. Oh wow. How did you get this? How did you get this scar? No, he has 1 point of damage to his foot, I guess. Oh wait, no, maximum damage to his foot. Oh my God. Dude just cut off his own. Yeah, he just cut off his own toes. He just howls in pain. Oh, poor baby. Okay. All right. This thing moves to engage you. Here we go. Pietro. Beak. Talon. Oh shit.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, gonna reaction reduce the damage on the beat because I can do that.
All right.
That's D8 plus Dex. So 7.
Okay. Talon is a slashy weapon. Weakening slash slashes you across the shoulder and forearm, or sorry, shoulder and bicep area. Your next attack will be dealing half damage. So it's a weakening slash. Just your next attack. Technically, one would argue even if it misses, so just keep that in mind.
Okay.
All right, these maw demons continue their making their way across the deck. Moving up to here, moving over to here. Here we go, hungry boys and girls. And then this, are you in the air, Garuda, or are you next to this this guy?
Isn't this thing dead?
Oh no, it's
No.
eating
It's
eating
on
handsome.
the
Yeah, it looks
Oh,
up.
I thought I had the X on it. There's a huge X on it.
Oh, that would be the remains of handsome Aaron. So it looks up. It looks up from the mangled remains, and it tries to bite you. If a maw demon could eat Garuda, oh. All right, let's see. Golly, it is all over the place tonight, or this morning. Let's see. As he tries to bite you, if it was a bite, it is reduced by 2d4 for 1 minute. Oh my god. So as it goes to attack you, you see it like chest burster out of like handsome Aaron's body, just covered in his guts and meat. It reflexively, you just shoot it like right in the face and blow out most of its teeth. Oh, okay. That brings us to Davian, who is super dead. That brings us to Amadio.
You should just X out him from turn track. It's just
Okay.
It's just a tease.
All right, I'll get rid of you. Ugh.
It's like when you accidentally deal someone in on the poker table after they totally are not.
That's fair. All right, Amadio, what are you gonna do?
Mario's gonna fly 40 feet.
Okay.
And who's this? This is Salty Pascal.
Salty Pascal, who's looking
I
at
remember.
Davian's destroyed body, just in shock, because he, Davian saved his life.
So Salty Pascal is just gonna hear a gruffle voice. Hey, give her this! And then an invisible to non-invisible greater healing potion flies to him.
Okay. Yeah,
And
like.
it's like, Captain!
He hasn't done shit but stand there gobsmacked, so sure. He will feed this to Jenna.
He feeds it right now?
Mhm.
Oh, perfect. I'll roll it.
Again, the NPCs in the background, because we don't want to be here for 16 hours.
Yeah.
They're doing their own shit, but in this particular, this is a great instance of dragging them into the narrative. All right, that one was not expired. Pours it down your throat, and he looks to you and he says, Captain, Davian is dead. The demon is still going. Use your magics. Send this creature back to hell.
Yeah, Jenna's gonna look at him and she's gonna be like, get this fire under control. And then she's gonna polymorph into a giant ape.
Okay. All right. You should have access to it. Let me double check. So versatile, the giant ape. There you go. You should now have access to it. I could drag it out. I'm already on the character sheet.
Please do.
Bloop. There, where do we go? As long as one piece of it is
Yep.
where Jenna was.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, that was my action, but I'm just gonna, run up to it,
Oh shit. Okay.
hooking and howling, as giant apes do.
Okay. Man, it was going to go after Afra, but since you have HP again, and you are technically what it has been tasked with retrieving, with a heavy sigh, it turns to face you. You and everybody, I guess it's just this one poor son of a bitch right here, are gonna take 3d6 fire damage. Give me a concentration check. No problem, no problem. It will just start wailing on you. Here we go.
Real quick, we need to talk about mirror image and how it would work with the giant ape, because
Are there 3 giant apes now? I was wondering.
Hold on.
Doesn't-
Does mirror
and now it
image-
doesn't go away. if
Yeah,
I
it does.
cross
And as long as the duration's still going. Yeah. I would assume it would carry over.
Yeah, that's how I would assume it does.
Yeah.
Too. Cool. Let's do it then.
So are there other
More
giant apes, or are
giant
there
apes.
other Jennas?
Yeah.
I would say there are 4 giant apes.
Move. The duplicates move
The,
with you and mimic
the
your
images, the images act like mirrors, so they mirror whatever form you're currently in.
actions. Hell yeah, 4 giant apes. Let's go.
All right. Gonna double check, but pretty sure. Yeah. So if you turned invisible, right, your duplicates would also turn invisible, etc., etc. Which is kind of dumb, because how would they work if they were invisible? But it's magic. You can't think about it too hard.
Good thing I'm not invisible.
All right, here we go. It is going to try and lightning axe and whip you. Lightning axe. And a whip. Alright, so does the lightning axe hit?
No,
Okay.
the whip does.
Alright, so you're down one. One of the apes
Yep.
shatters. You do take the second hit, 17 slashing, 14 fire. Constitution saving throw would be a 15. So DC 15 Constitution save.
Love it. I'm no longer a giant ape.
Alright. You soaked,
And
soaked 2 hits from him, though.
Yep, and then 2 Jennas appear.
Alright. And you can appear anywhere in the space
Oh.
that the ape was occupying.
Will appear right there.
Okay. Still in melee range with the creature, but at least not in the fire aura. The creature will then use its movement to look at you, shake its head, and then it will leap slash fly over and just land right on top of Afra.
Great. So excited.
Pietro, that's just what you wanted.
Yeah,
Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know anymore. Quick question, just for my own edification. Was
Yeah.
was I not paying attention? Did I have television? The rock was there when I landed on top of that creature?
Oh
or
no,
did it move
he moved. He moved over to get to you.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I was like, it is possible that I could have had television so bad that I didn't realize it was.
Oh
there.
no. You're good. He moved closer to you because you are obviously a greater threat than some random pirates.
Yeah.
I mean sailors. So what are you gonna do, Pietro?
I'm going to. Oh, that's a crow flies. Can I get there? No. I know it would be a provoking opportunity attack, but
Do it. Please do it. Please do it.
I can't get there. I don't think.
Yeah, you can.
I think I'm just
You
one
can
off.
One.
Yeah,
No,
you can get
okay, so I
25.
can leap across. Well, I guess thinking in the wrong terms. So I will.
Yeah, if
I
you leap, right? Like, here's
Yeah.
the thing that with difficult terrain and stuff and jumping, this is something that if you ever DM for me, you're gonna have to deal with, especially if I have a strong character. You just jump over shit. You just jump over shit. So your strength and height, you could do a standing jump from where you are to there. So that would only count as normal. So 1, 2, 3, and then you could go. You jump again, right? So 4, 5, and then you move here to 6.
Okay, and that's what I do, and I will provoke an opportunity attack from the Vrock.
All right, the Vrock will use its strongest attack. Its talons. Here we go. 18 does not hit. Oh.
Well, I
didn't think you'd gone reckless yet. Yeah, you haven't gone reckless yet.
Okay, all right. So then, no, 18 doesn't hit. So
okay.
Now I will recklessly attack this guy.
Okay. 20 hits. 17 does not. 28 hits. Oh man. Okay.
Click off radiant. So shit.
So the second one would just be 9.
All right, got it. The creature is bloody. You see from the wounds that you are causing that has already suffered, fucking lava is leaking out of this creature. Wherever it hits the deck, it just starts eating its way through the wood. Anything else for Pietro?
No, I think I got his attention now.
Oh, you definitely did. All right, Afra, to you.
Okay, well I'm gonna turn around and stab it with my chaos dagger.
Okay.
And God damn it, I can't hit anything today.
Flank?
You guys, we don't use flanks.
Oh yeah, we don't use flank. It's so confusing. Like, make it a mechanic in 5e. Like,
we're just gonna normalize it in games that run moving forward, but yeah. So, all right, you go to swing on it, and it just scrapes along the scales of the creature.
God. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna bonus action disengage and run away.
Oh. Also, Pietro, other than Davian, who we saw what happened with that, you're the first person that has actually damaged it in melee, right?
I believe so, yeah.
All right. With this creature, because of its fire aura, anyone that touches it or hits it with a melee attack within 5 feet of it does take fire damage.
Okay.
Alright, so that is the first fire damage, and that is the second fire damage.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Alright, Afra, you bonus action disengage, get the hell out of there. Garuda, to you. You are technically in melee right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move away from that thing and take the opportunity to attack.
Alright, that's a smart math. Here we go. Tries to bite you.
Hey.
Man. These guys. Let's see. Could be something crazy. We'll find out in a second. Queue up your attacks, I guess, if you're attacking.
Yep. So I'm gonna stow one of my pistols and pull out a new one. And let's go for it. I'm gonna do these regular.
14 does not hit. A 16 does.
Yeah, and with this pistol it's a +1. And I'm gonna sharpshooter the last shot. Does not do it.
Oof. All right. The first shot just pelts the creature, does nothing. The second shot gets through its defenses, solid hit. Third shot does nothing.
Yep, and I'll just fly up about 25 feet.
Okay, that keeps you in range of its whip, so you do not provoke an opportunity attack from it. All right, Team Afra. Let's see. This creature right here is going to let out a stunning screech. So it's going to move to here and do a stunning screech. Garuda is 25 feet up, but it's a 10-foot high creature, so you would technically still be in it. Garuda and Pietro, go ahead and give me Constitution saving throws. All right, Garuda, you make it. Pietro, just shy. You are stunned. Mario.
Mario's gonna take the dodge action after grabbing another potion out of Jenna's bandolier.
Okay. Jenna.
Yeah, Jenna's gonna pull out her wand
Okay.
of magic missiles, and she's gonna unleash a 7th level magic missile into the Baylor.
Okay.
Here's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. There should be that many.
All right. 7, 9, 14, 19, 21, 26, 28, 32 points of unavoidable force damage. How does it die?
Yes.
They're just pelting all over him, like one to his wings, one to his left cheek, one to his nutsack, one to his, like, just all over his body, and like poo 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 poo, and the damage is just too much for him.
Okay. As the creature takes these hits, it roars out an infernal. You see chains of glowing magical force appear and begin constricting the creature. They pull the creature against the deck, and as they finally tug hard enough, the creature explodes in a 30-foot radius fireball. So anyone within 30 feet of this creature, you are about to take a fuckload of fire damage. You do get a dexterity saving throw.
What about
Which I
Willie's
regretted
probably
on
too
because
far
of
out.
dangerous.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
no,
you know.
Willie's definitely okay. This is a big ass ship. Yeah, this is a big ass ship.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotta make sure. No
This
boys,
ship is
okay.
so big that I have to keep like thinking about ships. Fortunately, Divinity 2 has big ass ships, which is kind of helping my brain be like, oh, that's what a big ass ship is like. All right.
Oh my god.
Alright, I need a passive saving throw.
Ooh. Question:
Okay.
Do I get hit by
I
that?
passed.
You
Yeah.
do, yeah.
Do I
I
get
am-
hit by that?
Are you within
Also-
30 feet of the creature?
Oh, I don't think so.
Here, I will
It's hard to
turn.
tell
I will
with this
turn on a
many.
30-foot aura for it. That way we know for sure.
I think I'm just 35 feet away, I hope. Oh boy, look at that.
All right, so anybody in that red is pretty much, if they're not a player character, incinerated.
Oof.
Well, Davian can meet his love interest in hell, or wherever he would go.
All right. Haven't you seen the movie with Burt Reynolds? All semic hybrids go to heaven, or whatever that movie was. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Is Pietro dead?
I don't
No,
think he's dead.
I'm not dead. I'm pretty fucking close, but I'm not dead.
It
I
took
just
him to the.
thought
It took him to the brink. It took him to the
Yeah.
brink.
I'm using my
But no, I still have.
All right,
hit
you're gonna
points
do
left.
Indomitable to try to re-roll it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Holy shit! All right,
Yeah.
Technically, I come back with 1 hit point. What am I going on about?
because you're an orc. Yeah.
Wow, being an orc.
Also,
covered in
I-
ash.
I double dodged it. I dodged it and then I uncanny dodged it. So I only took
See?
19.
Exactly. All right, and with that, the Baylor is gone. The Vrox, they are not about to see themselves meet that fate. They are going to fuck out.
I mean, hopefully that one would have died. That was its aura.
Oh, true. Well, let's see. They're resistant to fire. Would have made a save with magic resistance. It probably would have been bloodied, but it would have kept going. Yeah, but there you go. Holy shit. Whew. All right. In the aftermath of that, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna shoot this thing. I'm gonna shoot this thing. Shoot
Oh,
this
right,
thing.
yeah.
That thing.
Oh, this is what's dead. That shouldn't actually be there. I cause that to explode. Or
Yeah. So you guys finish off the stragglers, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go up to Davian and try and shove his guts back in his body in case he wants to be resurrected.
All right.
Yeah, see, the thing is, does anyone know Gentle Repose?
No.
Anybody on this entire ship?
No.
No.
I mean,
Oh.
Davian's replacement will.
Aww.
Davian, I'm just gonna say that we'll just say that he's made it clear that he feels like everyone has one life to live.
Okay.
I mean, he killed the fuck out that little suckerfish thingy.
128 damage. I calculated it out. That's what it would have been.
128 damage critical.
Yeah. And that was using a level 1 slot instead of a level 3 slot for the smite.
Hey, at least you got to see it once. You know, it might have been against, like a little guy, a real little guy, but you got the crit.
Roll20 is so cruel, giving me the crit on the second dice on that attack on the Baylor instead of on the first dice, because I would have gone like full tilt, everything I had.
There were definitely a lot of crits in that fight. A lot of crits.
Roll20 wanted to see some carnage.
Oh, God.
And I'd like to say you stole them all from me, because I did not get a single damn thing, except for that very first thing.
If Surge was here, he'd probably feel less jealous.
Low.
Crash, may I please get a new sheet?
Oh, yeah, sure.
We got some fires to put out, and it's a good thing we're heading to Saltmarsh because we're going to have to recruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll like start flying up, put out fires or whatnot. No. Actually, that's not the first thing he would do. The first thing he would do is run back to his cabin and check on his pets to make sure they're okay.
Okay. Yeah. The carnage throughout the ship is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. All told, you probably lost. You guys actually did some pretty good fighting. I will roll for it. So. Okay. Not that terrible. In the end, you did lose 33 of your crew to this attack by the demons.
Out of what, 100?
Out of over 100, yeah.
Oh wow, that's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yep. You put out the fires, and kind of begin gathering up the dead, figuring out your next move. So. All right. Oh. Okay. Any inter party role play here? You guys want to maybe talk about what happened, or?
Jenna's gonna go to Davian and gather up all of his things.
Yeah. Like, I guess make a little pyre, put him in a lifeboat. Let's shoot the flaming arrow. Make it nice.
Yeah, I could do a firebolt. That'd be kind of.
I'll post his here in treasure.
Davian's player has asked me to keep his Sunblade for his next character, so I'm not gonna let it. Yeah.
And I'm assuming the mithril half plate.
The mithril half plate's not for the new character, so you guys have some loot to deal with. I don't know how Crash wants to deal with that as far as loot glut, but maybe, I don't know, maybe he's wearing it as you send it off to sea, or you give it to a particularly heroic crewman. This guy.
Oh
maybe?
man, Salty Pascal wearing the armor of the man that saved him. Oh, I would upgrade him from regular pirates to elite pirate if you did that. But
Right. I'm just putting that out there as a possibility.
I mean, can Pietro use it?
it's medium, so yeah, right.
I
And you'd
could,
you'd
but I
still
don't
keep
know
your
if it's-
barbarian stuff.
I don't know if it's gonna be any better than the Black Dragon scale mail that I have.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you had that.
Yeah.
I mean, it would free up an attunement slot, but I would be losing that acid resistance, which I don't know when I'm going to need it, but I'd rather have it.
Yeah, no.
Is
Plus,
it plus?
it's
Is the
Black
mithril
Dragon,
half plate +1, or is it just?
It's just mithril half plate. There's no
Okay,
no
yeah.
enchantment on it. So
Yeah, I think you'd rather have the black.
Okay.
Plus, I look badass on it.
there is a headband of intellect in there. It's grayed out because I didn't have it equipped. I lost the attunement slot and an ion stone of agility. Plus the gloves of thievery. Don't forget to take those away and give them to Afra or Pietro, because those were It's a party item that we were passing around.
Yeah, and after, do you have an attunement slot for the Ion Stone of Agility? That'd be
I
probably really good for-
I don't think I do. Let me make sure, but I don't think I do.
And then the
Might
ring
be
of swimming
a
came out of
plus-
our
a
stash.
plus- Yeah, a +2 to your dex might be worth giving up a cloak of protection.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. I'm attuned to the Ion Stone and the Cloak of Protection. Oh, and the Barrier Tattoo. That's the third one.
Like, if you want, I'm not like obviously do what you want to do, but
Yeah.
like against the Baylor, you rolled an 18. If you had the
Yeah.
Ion Stone, it would have been 19. It would have been hit. +1
That's
to
true.
your chance to hit is massive. Just
That
in
is
the
true.
math of how 5e works.
That is true.
Yeah, dexterity is a god stat in 5e.
Okay. Well, and I guess. Well, no, that wouldn't, because I chose the medium armor barrier tattoo. Yeah, I guess I'll give up the Cloak of Protection. Anyone else need one?
Gerudo,
Like
you
a
go
+1?
an attunement slot.
Yeah, that's like a +1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your AC
So-
and saving throws.
Yep, I'll
Yeah.
happily take that.
Yeah, Compendium will actually work with your character sheet, so you can just search for it, drag it over, and it'll apply it automatically.
Yeah. It's the cool looking one from the Witcher guy that we fought. It's special, just so you know. It looks extra cool.
I mean, if you want to look like a badass Summer Eladrin assassin ninja hexblade. Oh yeah, that does sound pretty
Gerudo
cool.
wants
Yeah.
to play.
Imagine what a bird would look like who shoots guns and flies around would look like him, Matt.
Did Davian have a
Just wear it like a toga, man. Just wear it like a toga.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal Davian's backpack to replace the mine that got destroyed in the fight, and if I gotta get all my shit back together, man. I got rid of some things, but there's only so much that I can carry on a weapons belt. And if no one wants them, I'll take the gloves of thievery.
Yeah, whichever of you wants to be the lockpick.
So are we not going to talk about?
Well,
how
actually, I'll be better at that now because my dexterity is higher. So I will take some.
All right.
What were you saying there, Garuda?
Are we not going to talk about how our ship just got attacked?
One thing at a time. Yes, we are going to talk about it.
Whoa, we're
You
gonna
first-
talk about it. Jenna's
You
just gonna be
first roleplay
like,
after.
Jenna's just gonna be like, man, where do these demons come from? Why would they just be here?
No,
It makes
exactly
no
why
sense.
they
Goes
fucking
back to her
demons
cabin.
Why aren't gloves of thieving in the compendium? That's weird.
They should be.
I don't see them. I have gloves of missile snaring, swimming and climbing, and living
Are they
gloves. and that's it.
DMG? Isn't the DMG not in? Or sword code? One of them aren't.
Okay.
Yeah,
One of them
it's,
is.
it's
I'll just
actually,
make me have it.
No, they're not. I thought they were.
there's like one book that Roll20 just couldn't get
Yep,
the rights
Sword
for.
Coast Adventurer's Guide.
So the Skag, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to just repurpose Alvis's old sheet?
I made you a sheet.
Where? Todd Winters' character?
No.
Uh,
Eichel Kuheta, right? Hold on. Oh. I see. It didn't assign.
oh, there
Okay,
it is.
there it is.
Good
Sorry.
Good old Eichel. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I see Eichel now. I sent you a tell as to the makings of the character.
Okay.
I don't anticipate my request for the item is going to pass, and I totally understand why.
Oh.
But
that could actually work out pretty good. So I'll get back to you on the
thing.
Yeah, but the other
Yeah.
part could work narratively really good. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I am gonna character mancer up that character, and time permitting, I don't know what we have left for the session, but I can maybe even introduce them.
It sounds like people want to do some talking. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
think
should
we
talk.
need to go to Saltmarsh and I don't know, figure out how to save ourselves.
Well, we don't need to go. Well, we're staying to Saltmarsh. We're going to the captain's cabin. We're having a conversation. This is not cool.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, let's not discuss this amongst the crew.
All right, fair enough. The crew is busy tending to the dead, trying to get their shit sorted out, that sort of thing. You guys convene in Jenna's cabin to discuss things further. All right.
Just so you know, it looks like this over here. It's real nice.
Well,
Oh, toothpick tape. That's where we.
Why is there 2 war domains?
so
What the?
Captain Jenna, what was that about?
That's my father trying to retrieve me. It could happen again. I'm hoping after I get this non-detection lockdown, I'll be able to hide from his sight.
So you're saying that could happen again?
Yeah, it could literally happen again, like right now. Like wave number 2.
Neat.
I'm assuming we're all in. We kick toothpick tape out.
Oh yeah. As if on cue, when you say that, you see, for lack of a better term, an evil force ghost appear. So not blue, but red, but very much like transparent, etc., etc. It appears in your cabin, and you see it sort of looking around. And Jenna, it is instantly familiar to you who this is.
Yep.
All right.
God, you found good art. That's bad.
I actually had to make that. So, yeah, there's like 10 pictures of red wizards in the whole internet. All right, so seeing that you guys are gathered, the entity sort of looks around and sees that probably all the chairs are taken. So it stands. looking at all of you, its eyes kind of lingering on Jenna. It speaks, and it has a voice that is not all the way there. You are familiar with this type of magic. It is essentially a very high level, and possibly, a waste of a high level slot. It's a high level illusion sending mashup from earlier edition, where basically you can be someplace for a conversation without being someplace for a conversation. It has been used on you before, and you are familiar with the magic.
Yep.
All right. Despite the scowl on the creature, individual's face, it also seems begrudgingly impressed. You have grown very strong, daughter.
Not strong enough.
On the contrary, I watched through the eyes of that worthless beast. You have collected powerful servants, gained powerful magics, and inspired foolhardy bravery in your slaves. Despite your distance, you've never left Thay behind. This warms my heart. I thought you still a child that needed protection and coddling, but you are grown. It is time, then, for you to step up and establish yourself in the world and bring honor to our family. I understand that you have made a great many allies within the port city of Saltmarsh. That's normally the domain of our ally Kelledek. But Kelledek was never truly of our people. It would be advantageous to have a true Thayan ruling Saltmarsh. I would say after this audition, I have a very good candidate in mind.
Can I insight him?
Yeah, sure.
Here we go. Jenna insight. So good. 7.
Okay. I mean, he's not, he didn't roll tremendously high. He is a hologram right now, a little hard to read, but it doesn't seem too far-fetched. Again, Thayans are basically the Sith of Dungeons and Dragons, to the point that all of their leadership positions, once you have the position, the only way to lose the position is someone kills you and takes it from you. And that's how they do business. They have 2 major exports from Thay: slaves and magic items. They are real bad news. They're bad people. That being said, they are also very nationalist, right? The reason that they shave their heads is because in Thay, only Thay and wizards are allowed to shave their heads. Regular citizens are allowed to get haircuts, but are never allowed to go around bald. If you go bald naturally, they actually make you drink hair tonic so that you will not be bald unless you are a red wizard. And slaves are never allowed to have a haircut. That way it's easy to tell who is the best. Yeah, but this does not seem like an improbable offer. Also, it's very common that they try to kill somebody, that somebody proves to be really strong, and they like, cool, okay, I'd rather have you as a useful tool or ally than have to deal with that shit again. Which is an attitude you yourself, Jenna, have demonstrated more than once.
Yeah, so she'll like take a moment to
And this
What,
isn't
think
like
about it?
telepathy. This guy's speaking to the room at large. So all of you do hear this, and it is in the common Shondathan tongue, the trade tongue of the Sword Coast.
Can I do an insight piece talking about me?
In what regard, the slave one or the capable servants? I mean, both of them were pretty dismissive.
No, about me running things, about me being the big
Oh
person in
wow!
charge.
You can definitely roll an intelligence check for me. Nah, you're pretty sure he's actually talking to Jenna.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like a more evil Ben Kingsley, which you wouldn't think is possible.
Right?
He can look really evil, but
Well, it's actually Bald Kratos and Ben Kingsley's baby, created by Art Breeder. So you're actually pretty damn close. Yeah, I had Art Breeder make them a baby, and that's who we got. So
excellent choice.
yeah. But then I had to go into Photoshop and add his tattoos in because Art Breeder can't add tattoos. All right. Yeah, he is patient. He's patient. He's just kind of standing there, looking around. He's doing that thing that parents do when they visit like your first home. You know, like he's kind of like being nosy but trying not to be nosy, which makes it even more obvious that he's being nosy. Like he kind of like walks up to like this like skull over here, and he's like kind of like nudges it with his finger, like, you know, can't actually touch it or anything because hologram, but just kind of like, you know, kind of looks at your globe, which he, you know, is kind of silly because I don't think anybody's actually mapped all of Tyrrell because it's so fucking big. But it's very ambitious to own a globe, and it's one of those things where he's just kind of like pacing the room, completely confident, and very patient. Outside, you hear the crew battling fires, weeping over the dead, gathering people, you know, up, working on repairs, that sort of thing.
So just double checking. You hologram Miss Person thingy. You sent the thing to attack our ship.
I had sent subordinates to retrieve my daughter, and they failed.
Cool. So yeah, you sent that little thing with the whip. Where are you located at exactly?
I am in the nation of Thay. Do you intend to come visit me?
Yeah, one day
We
I
do.
think. I
We do
plan
not.
on coming to visit you. No, well, I just got word from Mom. We're not planning to visit you yet. It's like Disneyland. All you gotta do is keep asking, and one day you'll go.
Perhaps you'll find some relatives here. We have a flourishing stock of birdfolk.
You mean as slaves, don't you?
That is what I mean. The cloud giants are particularly fond of them.
Jenna, I don't like your dad.
Speaking of slaves and servants, should you take me up on my offer, I of course will provide you with resources, allies. It would be foolish To think that only a small team of highly specialized individuals could just pull something like this off. That's the idiotic thinking of hopeless optimists and cheapskates.
So what would you have me do? Kill Kelladek?
Killing Kelladek, of course. You could not take his mantle from him or his tower without doing so. But if you did, he has no political ties other than his allegiance to Thay, and our laws are clear. If you were to slay him, what was his would be yours. Which, unbeknownst to most of Saltmarsh, would be the city itself.
I don't understand. Why are you even interested in Saltmarsh?
I find it hard to believe that my blood has not figured it out yet. But if you're under duress from your recent battle, I suppose I could explain. There is a great vault of eldritch power, souls stored beneath the city. The ancient ancestors of those pathetic human settlers who came to the Sword Coast and tried to make a go of it, they became desperate for survival and turned to the seas for aid. Even the bitch Queen Umberlee found them beneath her notice. But something in the deep heard their cries for help. They began to exchange sacrifices for boons. And eventually, small mud huts and rickety barricades grew up into a town, a village, eventually a city. Once they began to flourish and Kelladek arrived to offer his protection, they no longer needed to commit their horrible atrocities to the nameless, or perhaps not so nameless, horror in the deeps. She was forgotten, but the rituals, the shrines, remained. Yes, Saltmarsh is the epicenter of a gathering power that will soon be unlocked, and the eldritch being known as She Who Hungers will hunger no more, and she will feed. Kelladek, you see, intends to be there when the vault opens, and feed before she arrives on the thousands upon thousands of souls that have been collected over the centuries and stored in waiting. He doesn't know that we're aware of his little scheme, but suffice to say, lichdom is only the beginning of the power he hopes to claim. And while it would be wonderful to have a powerful eldritch infused demigod of a lich allied with us, it would certainly be much better to have a true red robe in such a position of power. Why, perhaps someone that strong could rise up to become a Zolkir. Maybe challenge the current Zolkir of enchantment. Take her archmage's staff from her. And all her power as well. These are just the musings of an old man, but they are also the hopes of a proud father. Did you truly think that Xerxes cared about the city's capability for smuggling? Any port town could be a haven for smugglers. No, even she, even that lusty, foolish fiend, craved what was hidden beneath the rock and stone of the Sword Coast. Right under the feet of those foolish descendants.
I have seen the signs of she who whispers, or she who hungers.
Mm.
In light of this power, I would like to claim it as my own.
Know this, that she will wake. Her hunger will stir her conscious mind, and she will come for what was promised. If you claim it first, you might even have the power necessary to stop her. If this ordeal is too risky or dangerous for you, I know others who would be interested. You could take your little boat and sail off to Chult, ride dinosaurs. I am through forcing you to do anything. You've proven to me that you are grown and independent. All it took was a Baylor.
Yes, but I am your daughter. And opportunities like this can't be missed.
And assuming Kelledek has done his research, I'm sure you'll find a way to partition out some leftover power for those subordinates who prove themselves useful enough to garner such a reward.
Jenna looks at Avra like,
I understand this is a big decision, and my spell doesn't last much longer. Why not think it over? And I will visit tomorrow to discuss things further. Know this. In the same way that I will not force you to return, I will also not defend you against the many enemies that you have made. However, agents under my employ, I would offer such protection to. Something to think about. And with that, he kind of winks out.
Totally Costa Baylor and another fucking ally. Your father's a prick.
So we're gonna go ride dinosaurs, right?
I don't know. I kind of like Garuda's idea of going and killing the fucker. Although that would be
Jenna kind of laughs when you say kill him.
Yeah. Oh.
Pietro, if I thought he could be killed, trust me, I would have done it already. But I believe he was speaking the truth.
Yeah.
The power of that vault could.
from a certain point of view. He cannot be trusted.
And now, Afra, a lot of what was said does match up with your ongoing research and discoveries. The mermaid ghost, the different stuff in the swamps, the surge, the temple in the sunken caverns. It all kind of, yeah.
Guys, I thought you had a great plan. Like, this plan made sense to me. I don't get why it didn't to you guys. You guys seem smarter than me.
I mean,
It
it's
makes
a good
sense.
plan. I just don't know that I want to be on the hook.
I mean,
But
what could go wrong with riding dinosaurs after?
Afra, if that's the thing, it's also an offer of salvation. This power that lies in that vault. I would probably
You
not
think
fear
that-
him anywhere near as much.
Well, I suppose that's true.
Now,
So
as a
what?
Thayan and a Wizrobe, it does run through your mind that there's obviously a lot of potential for a daddy double cross, where he shows up, lets you do the hard work, then tries to jump in and take it, blah blah blah. I mean, that's just being a Thayan. You know what I'm saying? Like, no hard feels. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you've ever wanted to kill your father, that would be probably the best chance you'd ever have. These are all the kind of thoughts that a Thayan would probably have. So.
So, we make a tentative peace, then? Understanding that it will not last?
I do not see what other choice we have.
I don't even necessarily wish him dead. I just wish to be free of his grasp. If he shows up and we kill him, so be it. Just the power to defend myself from him would be enough. And the power lies in that vault.
Very well.
If he is so powerful as you say, and I do not question it, obviously, we got our asses royally handed to us. But how did you escape him in the first place? I don't understand why he decides to drop in on us now and upend our lives. He could have done this 10 times over.
I mean, I had help, of course. Perhaps it was always one of those never really escaped kind of things.
So
if he wanted me back, he could have had me at any moment.
So he let you go.
Possibly.
He has as many resources as you say. He's as powerful, influential. That would seem to make sense.
Alright, sorry, my game was starting.
Dude.
Bye.
See you.
Bye, Garuda.
Laters.
So yeah.